Hey folks, I just wanted to say a few words about Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. Steve was my hero, and when he died it was a really heavy blow for me. It really shook me up. I'm sure it shook many folks up. The entire planet, in fact, of animal lovers was torn up by the fact that Steve had died. He was an incredible ambassador for wildlife, for family, for nature, for environmental conservation. The man was passionate about what he did, and he believed in what he did. He believed that everything he was doing was needed and important, and he was right, because our society in the United States, and for that matter just about everywhere else on the planet, is so consumer driven and so materialistic that it is taking its toll on this planet. It's killing this planet. Steve knew this, and he knew that something had to be done. He was so passionate about what he did, you could see it. You could see it in every show he aired on Animal Planet. Every time he talked about an animal, you could see it in his eyes, you could hear it in his voice. No, I'm not affiliated with Animal Planet. I'm not affiliated with Australia Zoo. Steve was just my hero. And I want the world to know that. Because if you have a hero, if you have a passion, you need to let everyone know. You need to speak out, because if you don't, then no one's going to hear. No one's going to hear how important it is to you. If it's important to one person, then you know there's other people out there that it's also important to. And if those people hear it, then they're going to spread the word also. And that is why I developed, or let's say I designed, which I designed the Crikey coin. This is the Crikey Fundraiser Geocoin. And all it is a little metal coin. But it's extremely special. Special to me, and hopefully special to the people who hold this coin. Because I made it for Steve Irwin. I made it to raise money for wildlife warriors and wildlife conservation. If you take a look, check it out. There's the Crikey coin. I couldn't think of a better animal to choose for this coin than Steve's favorite, the Australian saltwater crocodile. This coin's goal is to travel the world from geocache to geocache, or coin collector to coin collector, and along the way spread his message of wildlife conservation and understanding and protection, habitat protection, also his love of family, friends, and life in general. So if you would like one of these, you can get one. Just follow the link to my webpage, and the rest is links through there, and you can find yourself one. They're only about $10, and a portion of that will go to wildlife warriors to fund wildlife research, wildlife rehabilitation, and other projects they have going on all over the world. I already have 7 of these coins out traveling the world through geocaching.com. So if you go to geocaching.com, do a search for Crikey Fundraiser Geocoin, and you can see how many of these coins are out there. I only have 7, but there's hundreds already traveling all over the planet, picking up stories, picking up pictures, picking up genuine love of Steve Irwin. So, Steve, you did a great thing by being who you were and spreading the word of nature conservation to the masses. And it's really ripped my heart out when you had to leave, but sometimes things happen and we don't know why. We just have to keep on plugging and going on and doing what we can. And that's my challenge to you folks out there. Do what you can. Do all you can for nature, for wildlife conservation. Because if we don't, who will? Somebody's got to do it before everything is gone. If you've watched my YouTube videos in the past, you've noticed that I am a bit of a wildlife conservationist myself, and it tears me up to see when animals are dying because people are careless, and people could care less about these animals, like the polar bear, the penguins, the honeybee, the timber rattlesnake. The list goes on. So we really need to do something now, before they're gone, or before they're all locked up in zoos. Zoos are great, but they're not where all the animals belong. You know, I know a lot of people can't make it to, say, the outback of Australia, or Antarctica, or the Andes, or wherever, but you know, this is why we have to have zoos, to bring these animals to the people. But we have to have the animals, the majority of the animals need to be out in the wild as they were meant to be. And so for that to happen, awareness must be raised. People's eyes need to be opened. And the only way to do that is to spread the word through television, through YouTube, as I'm doing here, through whatever means you have at your disposal. Have a fundraiser for Wildlife Warriors. You know, bake some cakes and sell them, and whatever money you raise, give it to Wildlife Warriors or a similar organization. You know, every little bit counts. It's true. So, buy a crikey coin. And that's it for me. I hope I've inspired somebody out there, because that is, after all, my goal, is not only wildlife conservation, as I'm doing with my box turtle research, but I'm trying to inspire you folks to hopefully do something like I'm doing. Do something like Steve Irwin did. You know, just grab the bull by the horns or grab the croc by the snout and jump on its head full force. You just got to do it. And with that being said, see you later.